RHOC, star reveals genuine reaction to Tamra Judge's brief exit. The Real Housewives of Orange County is currently in its 19th season. As fans of the show know, Tamra Judge announced during filming that she would be leaving the series. However, she later returned to the show. Now, fellow RHOC star Gina Kirschenheiter is opening up about the brief departure. Kirschenheiter spoke to US Weekly in August 2025. During the conversation, she discussed the new season of RHOC and shared her reaction to Judge's departure from the show. She said, "I was kind of surprised that she just released it out to the world like that because it seemed very definitive, which I didn't think she would do." She continued, "But also, Tamra really was having a rough year. I've never seen her like this before. I just kept saying, Tamra's being weird. Tamra's being weird." Kirschenheiter is sympathetic to Judge leaving the Real Housewives of Orange County. Kirschenheiter continued and provided some context for why she thinks Judge may have decided to leave RHOC. She explained, "Obviously with Teddy, that's heartbreaking." For context, former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Teddy Mellencamp is currently battling cancer. The two are very close friends. Kirschenheiter added, "And that's the closest person to her. I think it was very difficult for her to navigate through that. And then she really did for the first time start going to real therapy." Kirschenheiter went on to say she feels Judge's therapy is making a difference, despite some of their co-stars believing differently. According to her, "I think people don't understand. It's not like you go to a therapist, you sit on the couch, and then you're fixed. They crack the door open, and it gets way worse for a while, because you're just now looking at things you don't want to look at." She added, "You don't want to admit it. I think it's a little bit unfair." The RHOC star announced her exit in March. According to US Weekly, Judge took to social media on March 9th to announce that she would cease filming The Real Housewives of Orange County with Kirschenheiter and the rest of the cast. She did this after a massive argument with some of the ladies on the show. She wrote, "It was a long run. When life gives you real problems, this reality stuff doesn't make sense. Peace out. I'm out." Judge later replied to a comment of someone asking if she was serious and said she was. Notably, her exit involved her leaving the cast trip to New Orleans early. As mentioned, she later returned to filming. Gina Kirschenheiter offers genuine reaction to Tamra Judge's brief RHOC exit. In an emotional turn during season 19 of The Real Housewives of Orange County, RHOC, longtime cast member Tamra Judge stunned both fans and housewives alike by declaring she was quitting the show, only to return soon after. One of her nearest castmates, Gina Kirschenheiter, has now shared her honest take on the whirlwind moment. "I was kind of surprised that she just released it out to the world like that," Gina told Us Weekly in August 2025. Tamra's sudden, definitive announcement didn't seem like something Gina expected, but she quickly admitted it reflected a deeper struggle. Tamra really was having a rough year. "I've never seen her like this before. I just kept saying, Tamra's being weird. Tamra's being weird." Page 6 plus 15 Entertainment Now plus 15 Decider plus 15 News, Zulalion.com. Gina went on to empathize with her co-star's difficult path, noting the heartbreaking context behind the decision. "Obviously, with Teddy, that's heartbreaking," she said, referencing Tamra's dear friend and podcast co-host Teddy Mellencamp, who is battling cancer. Gina added, "And that's the closest person to her. I think it was very difficult for her to navigate through that. And then she really did for the first time start going to real therapy." The Daily Beast plus 6 Entertainment Now plus 6 Decider plus 6. Delving deeper, Gina emphasized the complexity of traditional therapy processes and how those breakthroughs don't always equate to immediate fixes. "I think people don't understand. It's not like you go to a therapist, you sit on the couch, and then you're fixed. They crack the door open, and it gets way worse for a while because you're just now looking at things you don't want to look at." Gina added, "You don't want to admit it. I think it's a little bit unfair." Entertainment Now. Through these candid remarks, Gina displays a refreshing vulnerability and understanding seldom seen amid Real Housewives drama. She expresses surprise and a bit of amusement at how public the exit became. Yet she also validates Tamra's emotional turmoil, painting a compassionate picture of someone under pressure and grappling with her pain. In short, Gina explains that while Tamra's departure was dramatic and unexpected, the moment stemmed from real hardship, emotional overload, personal trauma, and the weight of newly confronted demons through therapy. Far from dismissing these issues, Gina stands by Tamra, highlighting how complex healing truly is. Ultimately, the true takeaway lies not in the spectacle, but in how Gina responds, with sympathy, patience, and a reminder that sometimes drama hides legitimate struggle.